Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Sneaker History Podcast. Cue dramatic music. Cue John Cena music. Since, Suicide Squad 2, 1.5 just came out. We are your Suicide Squad for the night.
I still have to see it. I like how they adopted the Fast and the Furious strategy of putting an article in the beginning of the movie so you know it's a sequel as opposed to putting a number.
There you go.
I didn't know what we were doing there.
How are my fellow villains doing today, though?
I'm freaking tastic.
This is your normal My Starting 5 episode, so we're actually just going to get right into it. If you're new to the show, we do this once a week. We go through a snake draft style pick lottery. I say lottery because we do a little random generated lottery to figure out who goes first, which is today Michael. But we go through and pick in a snake style what shoes from a given era or line, in this instance the LeBron line, we would want to have. So think of your favorite fantasy football team, think of your favorite fantasy basketball team, kind of like that but with sneakers. So today we have 2011's LeBron 9. In my mind, we have it open, and I think we confirmed this earlier in the week. It can be samples because more specifically, it's LeBron 9s we want to see retroed. So not just ones from the past, but ones from the past that maybe never came out that could, in theory, come out in the future.
Yes.
Yep.
So without further ado, Mike, go ahead and tell us what your first pick is in the LeBron 9 draft.
And we need to get the NBA draft music going on. Do-do-do. My first pick is going to be the Watch the Throne LeBron 9. Since we can go just out there and, wishful thinking, why the heck not? I mean, 10 years since Watch the Throne dropped, I feel like it's perfect to be number one.
The black or the gold?
The black one. Got to go with the black one.
That's a great shoe. I put the gold one on my list also.
Nice.
They're that good.
Yes. The gold is also on my list. Hopefully it gets to me where I have it on my big draft board.
That is a fantastic shoe. I'm also going to go right to the good stuff. So I'm going to go with the What the MVP 9, the standard edition.
Nice.
It's not the first What the. Obviously, the What the Dunk is the first What the, but it's the first use in a basketball shoe, I believe, ever, in terms of like a performance basketball shoe having a What the theme. Because the What the KD didn't come out around that same time, the KD 4. So no other KD before that. The Kobe 7 was the first one to have a What the that released. So it wasn't that one either. So the LeBron 9 What the MVP, I believe, was the first one. And that shit's ugly too. It's not even a shoe I don't think I would really wear. But it's just such an important shoe to me. Like, I love the way it looks. I think it's one that I salivated over many times. But I just want to have it on a shelf and just look at it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous shoe.
Awesome. I think it's my pick next, and I've got the double pick. And I'll use this opportunity to draft shoes from the same pack, but since there's two shoes, I'm going to get both of them. And this was the LeBron championship pack for the 9. I think it had the MVP as well as the finals. So I'll take both of those shoes, and it's back to you, Robbie, because I'm happy with that. I got good value for my pick, and I didn't get to separate the twins.
Very, very cool shoe. It looks like it came with like cool dust bags and
Exactly.
championship stuff for LeBron is always sick.
LeBron always has the best championship stuff. I mean, between that and then the 3-1 pack, as we call it.
Yep.
Bum, 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 bum. I'm going to have John Cena stuck in my head all day.
Luckily for you,
this.
you can't see him.
Oh.
Luckily, you can't even feel him either.
Oh.
He's too strong, man. Can't touch him. So speaking of strength and being strong, I'm going with the LeBron 9 Low War Vet. The nice, subtle camouflage. Man, so gum bottoms, fantastic. Subtle camo print, fantastic. The LeBron 9 Low, slept on and fantastic. Just a really, really good shoe that will make people go, oh, like Mike just did. You probably forgot about it, but
as did I.
Gorgeous, gorgeous shoe.
Nice pick, dude. That was definitely one that was hiding in the bushes that I did not see. No pun intended with the camouflage. Let's see. So I got the double pick now. I am going to go first with the LeBron 9 Big Bang. I mean, I'm surprised it's still here. I was kind of crossing my fingers you guys didn't pick it, so that would be my number 2 pick. And my number 3 pick is actually going to be one that I still want. I hope it retros, and the LeBron 9 China colorway. Saw it in person when it released when I was back in college at Nice Kicks. That was just a beautiful looking shoe.
So the release version or the sample?
I was the release
Elite.
version because they have a sample on the Elite, which is super nice too.
The China 9 is one that's not that expensive now to get. You can probably get that on a very reasonable price.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, I keep eyeing it, but words of Robbie, it will retro eventually. So I'm trying to hold back.
It will. Now, that Galaxy, that might be the best Galaxy shoe not called a Foamposite ever made.
Yep.
I think it has a real chance to grab the crown if it's not the Galaxy Foamposite. Anything but that. But really good picks. I'm actually going to keep it with the LeBron 9 all day. I'm going to go with the LeBron Palmer 9
Dang it.
low top. I'm going to go with the lighter one that's kind of more like lemon limey, I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't really know how to better describe it. But the LeBron 9 introduced a lot of really crazy prints that will later get used over and over and over and over and over again. So the original LeBron Palmer 9 is just a fantastic shoe. So the
Very
low
much
top
so.
Palmer.
Very nice.
Excellent. I'll take a page out of your playbook then, Robbie. I'll also go LeBron 9. I'll also go LeBron Palmer. I'll go the reverse, though, because I think that's equally as good of a shoe. But, yeah, the original, you just can't beat it. So I'm hoping to just be a mere imitator and just try to flatter you and say, yeah, let's complete the set.
Let's be friends.
Let's be friends. Let's be LeBron buddies. Speaking of which, LeBron Palmer's at Deadstock Coffee. That's my plug for you, Ian.
Yeah.
Thank you, and you're welcome. And then for me, the next shoe I will go ahead and pick will be the Miami Hurricanes LeBron 9. Just love that colorway, and for whatever reason, the LeBron shoe always kind of made it pop in a little bit more vibrant way than others, so much so that when it came to the LeBron 11, I was actually fortunate enough to design a pair of 11 IDs for a proof of concept, and I tried to mirror it the best I could. My orange was a little bit lighter, but those are my 2 picks, the reverse LeBron Palmer, and then the Miami Hurricanes 9.
Did you put
Back to you, Robbie.
Did you put the Foamposite side on your ID?
I tried to.
Nice.
That's a cool little print, though. That's a very, very, very good pick. I mean, I'm surprised you went Miami or Florida that early, but if you like the color, you like the color, so it doesn't matter. That's kind of why I'm going with this next one. I just love the color so much.
Don't do it to me.
I traded these, and then I traded for them, and I traded them away way too fast. The LeBron 9 Miami Night.
So what did you trade them for, and what did you trade them
I don't
against?
remember. I don't remember what I got rid of them for, man. I'm not going to lie. So I traded my black flips for the LeBron 9 Miami Night. I do not remember what I got rid of them for. I want to say Cardinal 7s. I want to say Cardinal 7s, which I don't have anymore either.
Well, so at the time, I could see that trade. I mean,
None exist. Just the pink swoosh is so good with that with the weave pattern. The pink with the weave and the gray, kind of like a metalish gray.
and the pink was 3M. I had the same pair. I wish I still had them to this day.
The great shoe.
Mm-hmm.
It was all a dream when I had them. It was fantastic.
Dang it. Now I'm just nostalgic on the shoe. Great. All right. So I got my 4 and 5 picks coming up. The shoe I thought you were going to say, I'm glad it's still here, is the LeBron 9 Cannon. If I'm not mistaken, that was one of the launch colorways, right? Can't remember.
It was.
But that was just a beautiful shoe. Kind of sticking in that same green, orange palette. But, man, something about it just it's a beautiful looking shoe. And to round off my top 5 is going to be a PE, and it's going to be the Dunk Man sample for the LeBron 9 Elite. The all volt with the black carbon fiber print on the side. Thing's so wild. I wish that were released.
Nice. I couldn't
You
go
know
with the
how
Cannons.
you were talking about that you wanted certain shoes to retro? I hope we get the Canon retro because I think it's probably the quintessential colorway for that shoe, but that's just me.
Yes.
I also had a pair of Cannons in my life that I no longer own. I I don't remember what I got rid of them for either. I've had a lot of LeBrons in my day. I couldn't pick the Cannon now because it sounds too much like Nick Cannon. And he just did a really funny interview with the Breakfast Club, so I can't even with Cannons right now. This last one's tough. There's so many good colorways. I am also going to... Do I sample it up? No, I'm going to go with another just inline colorway. I'm going to go with the Floridian 9 low. So the orange with the pink. I feel like the LeBron 9 and the 8 both were like the best times for those really hot colored pastels, like the really neon light-ish.
The Fireberries, in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, because there was a Fireberry. There was a Fireberry. That was like more of a metallic one. It was a weird take on it. But I forgot what I was talking about already. Yeah, the Floridians, just like the really bright, vibrant orange with that pink. I like the LeBron 9 low a lot too, because as much as I love to look at the LeBron 9, real talk, the tongue is awkward as fuck. The little plastic parts that are like lace locks, but not kind of little bunny ear. It's all awkward around the ankle, man. It's like the ankle protector, the sidewalls, if you will, way too high for just like a casual wear. Tongue's awkward. The way it laces in. So if you ever laced a pair of LeBron 9s, it kind of tucks underneath, for lack of a better word, the foreskin of the tongue. And it's like awkward to get a pair in there. They're awkward to lace. The 9 low fixed a lot of those problems. And likewise, I think the 9 Elite fixed a lot of the problems too. But wearing LeBron 9s kind of sucks. But looking at LeBron 9s, paintings on the wall. Perfect.
All right. With my last pick, I will go for a low because I don't... Oh, no, I had a low already, but I'll still double up on the lows, and I'll go the Liverpool number 9 LeBron low because I think he had ownership in the club, and I just thought it was really good. And once again, I really wish we got the product that was initially promised to us that had a lot of the Liverpool insignia on it, because I think what did eventually release that year kind of just seemed like a tame, diluted version of the sneaker that we were initially promised. So I'm holding out hope that if it retros, I think for a third time, because it also retroed last year to probably one of the quieter drops, that we get more of those details that we were initially clamoring for.
Nice.
I don't think that shoe retro last year, did it?
According to StockX, there was a 2020 drop of it.
Yeah, I saw that too. I think it was, I don't know if it was like very regionalized, but it was nothing was said about it.
I would bet my life that didn't. I'd bet my life that didn't happen.
I hope it didn't.
No, I was going to say, you're here before us, Robbie, so it didn't happen, so we will take that because we need you for the podcast.
Still, fantastic shoe. You have all the right to keep it, but it's like, man, I know for a fact that shoe did not come out. Not in a bad way, but stockings will be like that sometimes. Or even, shoes have a date and then, like, they really don't happen. Like, think about ultimately it happened, but the Sulfur, or I guess Del Sol Kobe 6s, there was a StockX date for those for the 2020.
Yeah,
they did not ever release.
Yeah, I see the articles for it, and maybe it just says late 2020, so it probably never did, especially with everything going on pushback. So fingers crossed, Rohit, they didn't, and we get them later down the line.
Yeah, he's open. Anyway,
the benefit
are we
is
on to the 6 men and 6 women of our shoes, if we will?
We are.
Okay.
All right. So my last entry for my team, my 6th man, is actually going to be LeBron Low, and it's one that I owned for a while, and I beat the mess out of it, but the LeBron 9 USA Low, one of my favorite colorways. Very nice, very underrated.
Love that shoe. It's one of the better. It's one of the better USA shoes ever. I mean, I'm trying to think of 10 better shoes than that one. And
we did an Olympic USA basketball episode too.
And we definitely didn't mention this one whatsoever.
No, we didn't. But
very unpatriotic of us.
We messed up.
Seeing it again, it's like, dang, that's like anything. Like a player could wear that, and a coach. Not in a bad way, but like,
I feel like that would pull off a nice quarter zip very tastefully.
Very, very nicely. A nice Coach K quarter zip. That'd be very good.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go with the gold Watch the Thrones for my last one. Very bright and gaudy. But
see, I almost feel like those should have been the Watch the Thrones because of the nature of that album, especially that very famous cover, rather. And yeah, like that album is Decadence. That's the first, as Questlove put it, the hip hop stadium album, where the music deserved to be played through the speakers within a stadium. And I think we all hopefully got to see that live. And then everybody was kind of comparing, all right, how many times did they perform in Paris at the end of the show for you? Because the show I was at, they got through 3. And then I know somebody that went to, I think it was in Austria when they did the unprecedented 19 times. So yeah, great era, great shoe.
They play the same song
album.
19 times in a row?
Yeah, that was like the whole thing. They would get to the chorus and then they would start the song over again.
That.
All right.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to say. I like the song, but dang. Repeat.
Yeah. I mean, absurd. But like you're in the heat of the moment. You're like, yeah, one more time. We got to do better. Because I remember run it back a 5th time or 4th time.
You see Dormammu in the back like, no.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Oh.
Man.
And then for, I guess, the final 6-man pick or the 6-person pick, I'll go with the Elite Taxis. Just like that yellow and black colorway.
That's a good
Looks
one.
like a
I
nice
that
taxi.
one.
That's also on my list of heavy contenders. It was actually the first one I wrote for Elites. Very good shoe. Good pick.
Stuff, gentlemen.
Already, Mike, go ahead and tell us your starting 5 and 1.
Yeah. Recap. Number 1, Watch the Throne 9, Black. Number 2, Big Bang All-Star. Number 3, China. Number 4, Canon. Number 5 was the postseason or elite Dunkman PE. And our 6-man or 6-person is going to be the USA Low.
USA. Alrighty. So I have the Wet the MVP. I have the War Vet Low. I have the LeBron Palmer normal low. I also have the Miami Night. And then finishing out, we have the Floridian 9 low. And then my 6th man is the Gold Watch the Throne.
Awesome. And then for my recap, I have both shoes coming out of the championship pack. I have the LeBron Palmer's reverse colorway. I have the Miami Hurricanes colorway. I have the Liverpool lows. And then as my 6th person, I went with the taxis.
Nice.
Before we wrap, is there any one shoe you didn't put on your list that immediately or now after thinking about it, you could switch one out for one other person? Anything make
Christmas
you go,
LeBron 9.
Okay.
I'm jealous that Mike made the Canon pick, but I'm also surprised we didn't get any South Beach love. I for sure thought one of us would have gotten a pick or some version of that shoe in some way, shape, or form for our rotation.
It was right underneath the taxis on my list, so it was up there. The Mango almost got picked instead of the Miami Nights for
I
me.
forgot about the Mango. That was a nice color.
Very bright Mango. I had those ones too. I literally own no LeBron 9s now. They're not. I'm going to size up when they retro. And
Oh, yeah. They were super small. I had to go half size up
not
for mine.
retro. And like just cut the top off. I don't know.
You can't. I mean,
That
you
tongue's
can, but
awful.
you can't.
That tongue is not good. But anywho, the shoe is great. We have the whole reason why we're talking about this is because we're supposed to have a 9 South Coast, which is a weird nickname. I don't know what that means. I'm very curious to.
Is that an Australian thing? Like, don't they call one of their coasts the South Coast?
I don't know. You gotta ask somebody. Any Australian viewers out there, let us know because we are lost for words.
So I'm very curious about that, but that sparked this conversation. So what LeBron 9 did we not put on the list that you would have liked to seen? What LeBron 9s would make your starting 5s? Go ahead and leave us a comment. Tell us on Instagram. Leave a review and tell us. Go tell your mother and have her write us a letter. However you want to address it. Please just let us know your thoughts. We appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you're following at Sneaker History on all major platforms. And yeah, thanks for tuning into My Starting 5. Peace.
See ya.